Hey, man, not a minute too early. The guys up there have already seen me. If we're unlucky, they will have reported me, and we'll have the bounty hunters after us.
You mean you will have bounty hunters after you?
Ah, come on, don't fool around. Those guys don't take prisoners.
What are you planning now?
There is a guy called Wyatt I need to find. That ass bag is the one distributing the contracts on me up there in the fort. I want to find out who paid him. I want you there with me in the background.
I have a better idea. I speak with Wyatt, and you stay in the background.
All right. Okay, that will work. Let's go.
Now?
Let's not fight. We have to do it quickly. I can feel a target on my back even now. If those guys recognize me, we may have trouble, so be careful. This way. Along here.
Welcome, brave traveler. Though you have walked far and the journey has been hard, you have now arrived in paradise. That'll be 200 shards admission, please.
Here, 200 shards.
200 shards to enter paradise. Have a day of dreams, and remember the man who made it all possible. Me.
Tell me about this place.
Like what? What do you want to know?
What do you think I should know?
Right. Okay, so, where do I begin? Do you know about Baxter? Bloody Baxter? He used to be in charge here. Baxter turned the fort into what it is today. Before that, they were just a bunch of ruins, full of scrap. A place to piss in out of the desert sun. But with a vision, a dream, and just a touch of sadistic, overly brutal ass-kicking, Baxter turned a piss pot into a gold mine.
So, what happened to Baxter?
The Duke happened. The Duke and his family. The Duke had the muscle, the connections, the firepower. And that sister of his? Nasty. She had the brains. Found the weak spots in the defenses and brought the Duke's men right in here. So Baxter got out. Fuck knows. But things aren't too bad under the Duke's leadership, I suppose. Life can be good if you don't cross him or his people.
I've heard enough.
Yeah, right. Hope it's helpful.
Can you buy Elex here?
Elex? Only if you want fuel for your next trip. The Doc's the best chemsmith here. He mixes Elex into all sorts of things. You can jack it and not worry about turning into an alb. That Doc, he knows what Elex should really be used for. Freeing your mind. And that alb converter is gonna help us all find freedom. Woohoo!
You're not afraid of the Alps?
Afraid? Fuck. I'm shit scared of them. I'm not an idiot. I don't want to die. And yeah, other people feel that way too. They stay away from the converter and the Elex. Those Albs stuff their converter with everything that contains Elex, right? So they're doing the work for us. They set the machine up, we take the Elex. We liberate our minds. That's gotta be what the Duke is thinking. Why else would he let them stay there? He'll wait until that Elex is ready. Then we'll use our explosives to blast their asses back to Zakor.
And the people that end up in the converter don't bother you?
Screw them! Assholes were dumb enough to get caught. Dumbasses.
Come on. Along here. That shitbag. Wyatt is over there.
Then I will talk to him.
Okay, but be careful.
Yeah? What do you want?
What do you know about a contract taken out on an outlaw called Ray?
Who did you say?
Ray, from Tavar.
Ah, that guy. Are you here to collect or just get information on the reward?
Let's say I have an interest in making sure nothing happens to him.
That is charming. And is there a part where you tell me what that has to do with me?
They say you are distributing these contracts, and that there's quite a high sum set out on his head.
Hey, don't fool around.
You don't look like you're joking around, huh? Is that bum even paying you anything to come here and make a fool of yourself? But good. I don't want any trouble with you. Say what you want and just get out, okay?
Who told you to distribute these?
You mean I should tell you the name of a person who takes out contracts on someone who upsets them? Can you see why I might say no to that?
How many of these contracts do you have left?
Just one more.
Give it to me.
You know, me giving you this is useless. The other contracts are already out there.
You want me to hurt you, and then you give me the contract?
All right. Take it. For all the good it'll do you.
Tell us who has the rest of these contracts.
Oh, enough. They've been going faster than the offer of free beer.
So, you're not behind this hit. You're just a middleman.
That's me. Missed a transaction. And now we'll get out of here if that's okay. So have a good one.
A contract. Not wanted alive, wanted dead. It's for an outlaw by the name of Ray. Are you still trying to tell me you don't know who is trying to kill you?
What? Yeah, honestly, I really don't know. Why would I go chasing Wyatt otherwise?
The contract taken out on you says to contact W for payment.
W? That could be Wyatt, but no. If Wyatt got the job to put this hit out there, then I know who gave him the contract. Wyatt and I were on the same crew at one time. We were part of Jackson's gang. They were bad times, and the earnings were slim. In the end, I left the group just before they all drifted away looking for better earnings. Wyatt must still be in contact with those guys.
If you knew all of this before, then why did you drag me here?
I didn't know for sure, still don't. And coming here to find out might have got me killed over the wrong idea.
So, how do you think this will play out now?
Listen, I know I owe you. And I know I will only survive this with solid company. So I am going to stick with you until my debt over the armor is paid off, okay? I'll help you. I'll fight alongside you. In return, you help me find Jackson's old boys and collect all the copies of this contract.
You stole my armor and left me for dead. You already owe me.
I know. And I will pay you double what they're worth in return, as well as helping you. What do you say?
I guess it's the best deal I will get from you.
Wow, that even sounds like optimism. And that from an ice block. It seems my brother was right. You really are normal people behind your frozen facade. Okay then, tell me where I should go and I am there.
I have a camp.
Yeah, I already know where you stole your things.
You were watching me?
Hey, I sort of gathered you might be pissed at me. I thought knowing where you were might stop you doing something you'd regret.
I know I'll regret this. Tell me about these contracts.
Okay, the situation is this. I lost track of the guys from Jackson's gang. I think they were looking for another crew to join. They really needed to make a profit. Out of them all, Mason, Bombi, and Jackson will probably be the hardest to find. What I do know, though, is that Leo stayed in the desert. Tell me when you're ready, and we can go find him.
I saw Mason. He's looking for you.
Is that a fact? Well, I know his weakness. I can probably pay him off with a few shards. If we can find him.
Okay.
He's staying on the coast. There it is, Leo's hideout. Only thing is, he's likely to act big if his friends are there. And that might mean they support him.
You mean nobody in there is going to help us?
Yeah, they're the desperate outlaw type in there. The only thing they'll help us out with is... Damn. You know, I thought I had a good one-liner there, but it's gone. We're doing great.
This is the end for you. Leo's nearby. Let's find him and see if he's got a cop.
You won't get away from me.
Well, excellent. Another desert fly landing here thinking he's found something for free. You're just lucky you aren't a berserker. I hate those forest rats. They're almost as much trouble as the clerics.
I don't want anything for free. I'll earn it.
I hope so. Not like those other factions. They think everything's free. Berserker, cleric. They're both trying to squeeze us out of Tavar. They want to take us out. One needs men, and the other wants our land.
Who wants your men?
The clerics are short of new recruits. Didn't you know that? But they can forget getting them from here. They're not getting a single man while I'm here to stop them. I am William. I am the Duke's cousin. The Duke is in charge round here, and I'm gonna make sure he stays in charge. We are outlaws.
Are you sure you have everything under control here?
Only an idiot thinks they have complete control of anything. This is about stopping all the little crises becoming big ones. And I have one small crisis that I can use an outsider to solve.
What do you need my help for?
I need someone who isn't on the radar when it comes to the district overseers. Some of them are pissed about something. I need someone to deal with that.
Who's the Duke?
You're new here, so listen closely. The Duke runs this place and all of Tavar. He freed this place from Baxter's tyranny. He is just and he is profitable, which makes you a lucky... Man, if you turned up when Baxter was in charge, you'd be dead already. That makes the rules here pretty simple. You want the Duke on your side. And the Duke is my cousin, which means you want me on your side. Which means you want to find ways to make a profit.
So you're not the boss here?
Logan is my cousin. That means I am his voice. That means you do what I say. The Duke tells me, I tell you. It gets done. Got it?
Got it. What if I want to join the Outlaws?
We don't take people from other factions. But yeah, we're looking for new people. Getting rid of Baxter meant getting rid of his men. So, prove yourself to me and you can swear loyalty to the Duke. You'll find it profitable. None of the other factions will give you the sort of freedom you can get here.
Or the profit.
Or the profit. Not the Albs, they're separatists. Not the clerics or the berserkers. The fort is where the real power lies.
About these... Who are they?
There's Big Jim. He's in charge of the arena. Chloe, she manages the entertainment district. Then there's Mad Bob. He calls himself the Scrap Baron, and you'd better call him that. People don't call him Mad Bob to his face. Ever. And there's Blake. He takes care of things that need taking care of. They've all earned their place, all proven themselves loyal. But they all have their little problems, and they all want more.
Tell me about Chloe.
Chloe owns her cut of the takings. That's not like her to skip paying her tribute. She knows she's lucky to have the position she has. So I need an outsider to make her pay up. It's a little more diplomatic coming from someone from the outside. And I need someone who isn't scared Chloe will shut them out of the entertainment district. Ask her for the shards and find out why she's not been paying. If you can't manage that, at least make sure she pays her outstanding debts.
What about Blake?
Say, are you even listening to me? Blake is the only overseer who doesn't make trouble here. He takes care of his own interests and does what people tell him. I only wish they were all like that.
What is the problem with Mad Bob?
Mad Bob, yeah. That is its own chapter. He oversees the scrap deliveries to the fort. They are a big source of profit. Only now there isn't any scrap coming in, and I don't know why. The desert might be dry of water, but there's no way it's dry of scrap.
Speak to him and find out.
I'm afraid he isn't delivering because nobody will work for him. But maybe it's something else. If you can get Mad Bob to start making deliveries again, I promise that will earn you a good reward.
Tell me about Big Jim.
Big Jim. Good fighter. He's kept the arena turning a profit. Only now he's beaten everyone who's challenged him. He thinks he's invulnerable. I've even heard rumors he's claiming he will take over from the Duke. I always knew his ego would be his undoing. I should want him dead. Instead, I want you to fight him. He needs his ego deflating. You're to fight in the name of the Duke, and make sure that you teach Big Jim a lesson before I have to
I will look into the problems you're having.
That's what I wanted to hear. I run things for the Duke. Get things to move along more smoothly? Well, the Duke doesn't forget people who show him loyalty. Let me know how things go.
Get me a drink. And something to eat. And not just beans. Get me something decent. Well, what are you waiting for? Go get it.
Sure. Pay me and I'll get them.
You're not getting any shards. Just get your ass moving.
No pay, no drink.
Do as I say, or I'll shove your head so far up your ass you'll be kissing your own tonsils. Give me a drink. Give me some food. Get them for me now. Doing that would be a good move on your part. You'll want me to owe you a favor when all my plans come together.
What plans?
What plans? What do you think, I'm stupid? You think I'm gonna tell you that? The Duke might be in charge now, but he won't be running things forever. Someday, someone is gonna take his place. And when they do, you'll want them to be a friend of yours.
Is that so?
Defeating Baxter doesn't make him immortal. The Duke might have the fort now, but remember, no one thought Baxter could be overthrown, and where is Baxter now?
So you want to replace the Duke?
Look at me and tell me I wouldn't make a better leader. And once I roll, Nasty will be at my side as my war leader, working closely with each other. Very closely. And we could use someone like you. Or are you all talk? Come on, get the drink, take the deal. The future is waiting for you. You should start listening to people in the know, or you're gonna get left behind.
About I challenge you.
You wanna do what? Challenge me. Let me make it plain. You don't fight me until you've proved yourself.
Is that so?
Those are the rules of the arena. Fighting losers does nothing for my reputation. You don't fight the champion until you've worked your way up. And you don't fight me until Williams lets you join.
Hey, you look like someone who knows the value of shards.
What do you want?
Want? I want to share the secret of Elexit. I want to share the secret of wealth.
Why do you want to share it with me?
Share it with you? No, I want you to share it with me. I'm broke and you aren't. So I'm the one who needs advice here.
How do you survive here?
I fight. I fight. In the arena. When I can get someone to face me. These days I have to get by on any wins Big Jim will pick out for me. Oh, there's nothing like that payday high.
What can you tell me about Big Jim?
You want to know about Big Jim? He's the boss here. The champ. He earns the proper money.
So, you fight in the arena?
Yeah, I fight, they pay. I'm the man. I've been the man in the arena for years. Years. Before Big Jim.
You don't earn much from fights?
Not enough. But what else am I gonna do? I've killed men in the arena. I was I just need a few stims. Just to get me back on my feet. I get some stims and I'll be fine. I just need some stims.
Stims will...
Just a few? You ever try fighting while doped up, drunk, or dog-tired after a fuck? Forget about it. You're no use. A few stims. A few stims and then I am on it.
I challenge you to a fight.
You? Yeah. Okay. Yeah, you'll give me the shards. One more fix, and I'll be clean. Then I'll be back. Okay. You got one you won't get a re-
See.
Okay.
I don't recognize your face. Are you with Bloody Baxter or Logan the Duke?
Who is Baxter?
You really aren't from around here, are you? Baxter the Bloody. He founded the camp here. They say he killed over a dozen jackals with his bare hands. Pulled their innards out through their throats, and yet a man as brave as that turned and ran.
Ran from what?
From the Duke. Logan kicked Baxter out of the fort and took over. And then the Duke sent jackals out after him. So they say. But you will have to decide how much of that is true.
Who is Logan?
You don't know who Logan is? Logan's the Duke. You didn't think the Duke's name was just the Duke, did you?
I'm not with anyone.
Really? No one? Well, as you're new here, then you should try and get the full picture. Don't take people's word for anything until you've got the facts, yeah? Life under Bloody Baxter's rule matched his name. It was bloody. The Duke with nasties helping him with planning. Well, they've changed things here. So, what do you want?
Let's do some business. Are you ready to trade?
Have you ever been in the cage? Yet.
Do you want to know what I found in the trash in those ruins?
I don't know.
Bob might appear a bit funny, but do us both a favor and don't laugh at him to his face.
Hey.
Do I know you? You see, I'm thinking, no, I don't know you. So, I'm asking myself where you saw the fucking sign that says, hey, talk to this guy.
No offense. I'm just looking around.
Looking around? What do I look like? A fucking tourist attraction? You think I'm going to give you the tour?
Sure, that'd be great.
Play it calm, don't you? The fuck do you want here? You think you can make it here? You think the Duke is going to start giving you profit just like that? You're a nobody. Why the fuck would the Duke want a nobody?
What do you do with all this scrap?
We make profit, and we keep those shitbag factions out of our business. Scrap is what makes it all happen. Scrap is what we've got in Tavar. Scrap is who we are, and I am the Scrap Baron.
Where do you get this scrap?
From the ruins of the old world out in the desert. It's out there, waiting to be found. Treasure amongst the sands. You just need the people to get it.
And people, well...
They are the easiest and cheapest things to come by.
Do you have work for me?
Now you come to it. It's always about shards. So, you want payment. You can work for me. I've got the shards. You just have to do me a few favors to get them.
About these favors you want. Where do you want me to start?
Well, first I want some answers. I sent some scrap collectors out to scavenge a set of ruins on an island to the south. Everything I heard about those ruins screamed profit. And yet so far, no scrap deliveries. So, I want you to go and find out what's happening, and make damn sure my scrap arrives soon.
Teach me.
It will be done.
Stuck in the pot for 3 hours last night.
How come?
That slop Chloe serves at her place tied me in knots.
Why not?
I think I've paid my tab.
Watch out for
Chloe gets pissed if you don't. I'll just let you go first, okay?
If someone walks out without covering their bill again, I'll take it from your pay. Or I'll send you to Mad Bob to have the equivalent cut out of you. You know we can't afford shortfalls right now. I am so sick of having to deal with this sort of thing. Be straight with me and you'll get the same
leaders
back.
there are such fanatics.
How many
What can I get you?
have we lost? And you still think
Is there a problem?
you're an idiot?
No problem. If you're here for a drink or chems, speak to me. If you're here on business, talk to Chloe.
What do you have to offer?
Everything that clouds your judgment. Alcohol, chems, name your poison.
Show me what you have to offer.
No problem.
What the fuck are you looking at? Buy a drink, get a life, or get the fuck out of here. All right?
Any advice on how I should get a life?
Don't take a job in this bar. Don't listen to anything anyone in this fucking town has to say. And don't waste the time of the few good, honest, hard-working people you can find here. Any more advice, you can pay for by buying a drink.
William sent me.
What do you want? You're not here to collect the Duke's tribute, are you?
Good guess. That's exactly what I'm here for.
It was no guess. It's years of practice. Let's see if you can do the same. Guess what I'm thinking. Is it A, no chance, B, not a chance in hell, or C, there's really not a chance in hell? Damn it. If you're really set on collecting something, then go and see Rat. He owes me, so you can get my payments from him.
No, you get the shards from Rat yourself.
Do you think I haven't tried? Not a chance. But you might manage it.
What is this place?
This is the place of dreams, the place of love, laughter, and infinite possibility. If you want to forget all your troubles and live the life your days in the desert have earned, then this is the place to do it. Just make sure you hand over your shards, or Mad Bob will be taking your hands. Clear?
Understood.
Thank you. Finally, someone who listens. Here, this one's on the house.
Why have the outlaws stayed here in this desert?
You think we're the only ones trying to take things? Elves, clerics, berserkers, they all take what they want. What is there to steal in Tavar? Sand and ruins and wreckage. So, here we get to be free.
I'm leaving now.
Just forget it.
We need to get some more food supplies.
Frankly, these should be showing more respect.
It can't continue like this, right?
Hey, you. Do you have a few shards for me?
Shit, Rat. Go work for your money.
Oh, I'm sorry, you're right. Listen to Ray here. Always good for life guidance is Ray. Never has people wanting to kill him. Always rolling in shards. Always the best person for advice.
No.
Because sometimes friendships can be bought. And in Tavar, you need friends to help you up, to stay alive. Doubly so in times like these because, oh, times are a-changin', and when the rats leave this sinking ship, this rat will plug the holes and take the whole damn boat, and then you'll really want this rat as your friend. So how about those shards now, then? Oh, rats never forget. You should remember that. You can get far without friends. But you've made your decision, and who am I to question it?
Really?
Chloe says you owe her Alexit.
And she sent you to collect them?
Yes.
Well, my friend, I have some good and some bad news. Which do you want first?
The bad news.
Ah, you are someone who takes what life throws at them, then hopes for a rainbow around the corner. Aren't you, my friend? Let me guess, when you eat, you always save your favorite until last, am I right? Okay then, the bad news. I don't have any shards.
So, what's the good news?
The good news is that I do know where you can get the shards. You see, the rat has a plan. The plan, on the other hand, is part of the bad news, my friend.
Just tell me your plan.
So this is how I see it. Chloe runs the entertainment district, so there's no way she's not pulling in a lot of Lexit, right? So her being broke doesn't make sense. Unless someone's got hooks into her. So I did some digging, and it seems she's run up a real debt with the Duke. Now, the Duke doesn't normally do debts. He's more the, you owe me, pay now or die kind of guy. But it seems he's cutting her some slack. As long as the debt's kept quiet. You with me so far?
How does this help us?
Okay. So this is just the background. You see, I did some more digging, and the thing is, Chloe isn't broke. She might not have Alexit, but she's got her a stash, a treasure trove of gems and jewelry, stuff she keeps as an emergency fund.
And you want to rob her?
Rob is such an ugly word. What I want is to redistribute her hidden wealth to everyone's advantage. I know somebody who knows somebody who knows somebody who will pay a handsome sum for the treasure trove Chloe's hidden. So you see, as luck would have it for you, me, and her, the rat has already started. You see, I have... So, we just need to get in, get the stash, get out, sell everything, and suddenly... Simple.
I'm not going to steal from Chloe.
Well, my friend, it's not about want. I don't want to steal from my good friend and respected lady either. But I don't know another way to get you the shards she needs. Listen, you'll be helping her. Sure, she loses one way, but she will also get the shards she needs to get out of trouble. We can make... I can keep Chloe talking while you get... She won't...
You don't look like you should need to beg.
I'm not begging, I'm requesting. But yes, you're right. I'm not looking myself. Even this armor isn't mine. A good friend gave it to me. Friends' favors, they're what makes Magalan go round. You get enough of them, they can even make Magalan dance.
Really? I mean, shit.
Give me...
Good to see. Here. But, be careful. We will pay her debts with her... And at the same time...
Can you go over the plan?
I keep close. You get into the cellar. The stuff we're after is in a trunk somewhere down there. You get in. You get out. The rat takes care of the rest. Are you ready?
Sure.
Then let's get going. I'll distract Chloe so you get a straight, clear run to the cellar, right? Me turning up? Well, we have a chemistry, me and her. I only have to walk into a room and she's instantly pissed at me. But that does mean you won't have long before her being mildly annoyed moves to me being thrown out. So be stealthy and be quick. If you miss that opportunity, well, then you'll have to figure out how to do this yourself, okay?
Nobody listens to me.
There he is. That guy's trying to steal your stuff.
Hey, what do you think you're doing? You think you can steal from me? Give that here. And you can get out too, rat. What the fuck do you think you're doing down here?
Rat double-crossed me. I'll kill that pig.
This is my place. I decide what happens here, as you're gonna find out. You're brave enough to steal. Are you brave enough to fight?
Is there another way we can sort this out?
Another way? Okay, 1,000. Then we're square. That's your way out. So, what'll it be? I gave you a way out. Now you expect me... That's not the way things...
You look wired, man. I mean, super intense. Have you been racking up some of Doc's downers? Come on, what's your story?
What's with the questions?
Hey, I was just curious. That tech you're carrying around screams loud that you're not from around here. But you know, keep the personals to yourself. I'm not the intrusive type. But hey, we got off on the wrong start. So as you're not from around here, maybe I could make it up by introducing you to the game. You're going to want to know about the game. It's the best way in Tavar to make profit. Though we'll have to wait until my brother gets here.
What's your brother got to do with it?
He brings me luck. I never play without him around.
Is this game how you earn a living?
Some of it, but you've got to have your place here in the fort. I'm a runner. You know, I take messages or things from one place to another, make sure they get there safe. It's a risky life, but that also brings opportunities. Who knows which runner will make it through alive and which won't? Well, if you can guess, you can bet on it with me. You see, I run a book on which runners will do a job and which will make it through alive, among other things. The bosses gamble with our lives, so why shouldn't we earn off it?
I'll meet you again later on.
I don't know the guy. Suppose I never will now.
I'll wait here.
Now you'll find out what a professional can do in the cage.
Ready when you...
Remember...
About the... Who?
Me. Then there's Ike. You might find it if you think you got...
Are you the only people?
Well, there might be... But Ike and Gunn. And like I said, you want to fight me?
Look who he... A new face come to Tavar looking to make his fortune. You looking for a challenge? I'm surprised at you, but now you're here. I hope you bring yourself and the rest of...
How can I earn a few shards here?
Ah, you want some advice? Well, advice is investment, so how much you want to invest in my advice?
I want to earn, not pay.
Oh, I know you're thinking price, but you should be thinking return. You should be thinking profit. But if you're too scared, well, winners understand risk. So, if you don't want to be a winner, walk away.
I'm not...
Scam. This is an opportunity. But if you're not in a hurry to earn some shards, be on your way.
Are you this friendly with every newcomer?
Friendly is business, and business is me. I mean, look at me. Who would have thought a humble man like me would make it all the way to the rank of enforcer?
How did you get yourself promoted?
I fought for it. I built respect with every punch. If you want respect, if you want a name, you get it in the arena.
I challenge you to fight in the arena.
Me? You sure you want to risk that? You'll get one chance to fight me. You lose, and you're gonna lose. And the fort will know where you stand for good. So you got a fighter waiting in... Make your mind up.
Is she really so gullible?
I'll wait here.
Now you'll find out what a...
Ready?
Remember.
What good?
All right.
So, that creature's down to me, is it? I'll wait here. Yeah, I'm on it.
You're not a reaver. You don't look like a reaver. Normally, the ruins only attract reavers. But if you were a reaver, I'd have a bullet in the head already.
The scrap baron wants that scrap delivered.
I know, but I can't send it to him. I can't. I don't have a choice.
You think the scrap baron will be interested in your excuses?
No, I know he won't. I know he'll want me dead, but I told you, all scrap has to go to the new boss. I told you, I don't have a choice.
And who is the new boss?
Vol, he's he's the lord of the island. He's on the island. That's all I can say. I can't tell you anymore. But it's best if you stay away from that island, unless you want your head scrambled.
You're hiding something from me.
Well, I'm not hiding anything. I just can't say.
What can't you say?
Anything. There's something in my mind. He gets what he wants.
So asking that isn't going to get me anywhere. Are you collecting scrap?
Collecting? You don't collect it out here. Every last bastard piece you find, you have to fight for it.
Well, you don't have to fight now. All you have to do is hand over everything you have.
No, I don't want to fight. Just relax, okay? I'm under special protection, all right?
I don't see any special protection.
You don't have to see to know. Let's just do business, okay? I can't. The new boss forbids it. I just can't.
Who's this boss? What have you given your word about?
I can't say. The new boss wants all the scrap on pain of death. And he's in my mind, controls what I think. He owns me and everything I find.
Give me what you found.
I've already told you. I can't give... I've given...
Given your word to who? Tell me.
I can't say. Just understand that.
Yeah, walkways in the sea. Both good ways to get me to hurl my lunch.
Leo's nearby. Let's find him and see if he's got a copy of that contract.
May Kalan bless you. Now tell me, are you a son of Tavar? Did you swear allegiance to the Duke and his outlaws?
I'm not part of any faction.
Then you can stay here as my guest. All clerics offer a hand to all free people. I hope one day you will come to serve Kalan. Remember my hospitality when you come to make your choice.
You should be more worried about the outlaws attacking you.
We have persuaded those who found us to keep our presence a secret. These weak-minded outlaws cannot stand against Kalan's will. They'll take any order I suggest to them. You have to keep your orders simple, but if you do, even an outlaw can understand what they must do.
How long will they obey you for?
As long as I wanted. In their eyes, I am their new god.
Wait, you used suggestion on the outlaws? Did they resist it?
My rate of success was high, but suggestion isn't without problems.
What problems?
One outlaw resisted. He wasn't as dumb as he looked. I thought I got through to him, but I was wrong. He ran when he got the chance.
What if he turns up with reinforcements?
No, I don't see that happening. If he had told the other outlaws, they would be here already. And despite his resistance, our ex-prisoner is a coward. He's hiding out there somewhere. I want him, and I want my property back.
You want him alive?
I am not a murderer, and I admit I have developed something of a grudging respect for him. Just make sure I get my weapon back, and I guarantee him his life.
What is your job here?
We need a lot of raw materials to feed our smelting furnaces in Ignadan. Material that is essential for our fighting machines. And we can get those resources right here.
Why here of all places? It's a long way from Ignadan.
Here, we achieve two things at once. We acquire the resources we need, and we also deny them to the enemy. The Duke relies on profits to keep power. We cut off his profits, and there's a chance his men will overthrow him.
You're not worried about the Duke finding out where you are?
We've been careful.
Maybe you haven't been careful enough.
What do you mean?
The scrap baron has noticed that his deliveries have stopped.
Damn, I feared stopping them completely was pushing our luck. Kalan is right. Greed will be our undoing.
So, what's your plan?
I will have to rethink our strategy. An open fight could mean losses in men and material. So, I think finding a way to throw off his suspicions would be our best course.
It's too late for that. You've made your mistake. You should leave.
I don't expect you to understand, but as I got things wrong, so I must fix them. The mission must be successful. Those are my orders. And I have the authority to kill anyone who endangers this mission. Anyone. So, don't put either of us in a position we don't want to be in. I will make sure the outlaws get their deliveries from time to time. Just enough so that you need to sell that lie. Make it sound like, can I count?
Forget.
Is that your...
Yes.
Then, my mission... You won't prove a challenge.